Hi guys, soon I'm going to extend this patio a little bit because we got a smoker and I don't have enough space for it. And before I do it, I wanted to show you what are the mistakes you can avoid when you install your patio pavers. Basically, you do your own patio yourself, or if you hire a contractor, you can watch them installing, and if you notice something they go wrong or they do wrong, you can also check with them. Right, let's begin. So as you can see, and this patio is about 5 years old, so it's not that bad. But there are some mistakes I've done, which I want to show you guys. And the first one is not creating a proper slope. Here I actually put the slope, so it's kind of sloped. And because the slope is going towards the house, it was pretty complicated to get it outside of the house. So I've done it. But if you do it yourself or you hired someone, just make sure the slope is properly done, because you definitely do not want rainwater to go towards your house. Okay, the second one is having a thin gravel base. Obviously, for all these pavers, you have to have a base, and usually it's recommended to have about 6 to 8 inches of the base. Honestly, below it, it's about 4 inches of the base, and technically I got away with it. I used the wrong top layer though. So anyways, make sure you have proper at least 6 inches gravel base, and it will add drainage during the heavy rains or during the winter months. Next one is actually pretty important, is not extending your base beyond these edges. Let me show you. So here, what I've done, my base is pretty much here, like the one that I put about 4 inches of the gravel, which I should have put 8 or 6. So the base is here and the base is here, and as you can see, this paver, it actually sloped down, so it's completely gone down here because the base is pretty much ending here, and because of the ants, they probably got a nest here. They removed all the top layer, which I'll speak about later, and it just gone like this, tilted. The next one is, you see that here is actually a pretty wide gap, which extended because this last layer of pavers, first it tilted a little bit, and second, it moved in because of the other problem I have. So the bottom line is, whenever you use gravel for your base, extend it, make it at least 4 inches through entire perimeter, which will make your base and your pavers very stable. Next thing is also very important. Do not, please do not use garden or landscaping edging. That's a really bad idea. It's unstable. See, it's flexible. It doesn't hold these pavers. Actually, it doesn't hold any pavers. So what you have to do, either you buy, well, very expensive aluminum edging, or you can use the concrete around it. And I'll show you later on how to use the concrete. You can even put some rebars. It will make it very stable. Will never ever. And you can even make that the grass grows on top of it. The next one is using low quality polymeric sand, or using it improperly. For me, it was countless times I put polymeric sand here, and no matter how many times I put, it washes off. Just completely washes off. And even I put it properly, and you see everywhere it washed off. And the patio that I've done in front of the house, I bought it from the not from the big box store, but from the contractors stores that supplies contractors. And that polymeric sand stuck for 2 years, no grass. Next mistake is using wrong grail for the base. The best one I've tried and I've seen is using 0 to 3/4. So from 0 to 3/4, it compacts really well, it drains well, and it's very easy to work with. The problem I think with this is um, big box stores sell it in bags, so you just put some bags. For the small, like DIY patio is good. For the bigger patios, you would have to buy a lot of bags. So you would have to go to like a special yard and buy it in bulk. And I'm not sure if they sell 0 to 3/4. Let me know in comments if they sell. Next mistake is using wrong top layer for pavers. So for instance, you could see some recommendations using stone dust. That's no go. Believe me, I tried, I've done here, and this is why some of these pavers now uneven. First, for instance, because of the ants. See these little guys? They love living other pavers, and it's very easy for them to build their nests and take out all the stone dust. Second is stone dust doesn't really properly um, allow the rainwater to go through, and it freezes and it expands. So that's no go. Second is sand. See a lot of recommendations about sand. I personally would not recommend sand because the same problem. Ants take it out very easily everywhere. You'll see that I have them and I cannot get rid of them. So my recommendations is using 1/4 inch gravel, little 1/4 inch gravel. It's very easy actually to layer them and put pavers on top of them. I've done it on my other patio, no problems for 2 years. Next one is actually compacting the top layer, the top layer base for your pavers. You do not need to run compactor on top of them. You just level them up. I usually use a level and some pipes. Level it up and put pavers gently on top of it, and you can a little bit manually just compact those. I use the mullet and that's it. Next one is using wrong pavers. So you see these pavers, as I said, they are from the big box store. They are okay for the patio, which is at the backyard, but they're not that heavy. They're only 2 inch thick. While if you go to the contractor store, the majority of the pavers is way more than 2 inch. Is like 2.5, 2.7 inch thick. They're heavy, and once they installed with the proper polymeric sands, they're not gonna move. So of course, for your patio, you do not want to choose lightest pavers because they're gonna move, especially if you are in harsh winters like we're here in Canada. You want to have something heavy and look for the quality, because the quality pavers will make sure they dry fast and they don't have, like actually here you can see they have some marks, some spots. So these were not the worst quality, but not the best quality. For 5 years, I think they're fine. But the best quality is they will dry very fast. You will not see them holding water, so those will be the best. This is a 0 3/4 crushed stone that I use for the base for small works. And if I can find here, I don't have. Um, let's see. No, not here. Okay, and these are 1/4 inch crushed stones that I use for the top layer before install pavers. So here you can see a good quality polymeric sand. It's been 2 years, nothing growth here, and it's stuck. It's like glue. and it didn't wash out. I put a little bit more than I needed in some places, but yeah, you can see here. It really, there are no grass, there is nothing, and it stuck very well. For pavers, you can see this one is bought from the contractor supplier store. See how thick is this? And this is the one that you would buy in your local big box store. See the difference? And this is this is not the paver. It's actually the bordure. No, that's not. So these are some old pavers. Same. They're not that thick. They're okay, but this guy is thick, and it's what I installed in the front. That's not gonna move, and actually they're not moving. You see here, instead of installing edging, I went with the concrete mortar mix. Just very basic, the one that you buy from the big box store. And I angle it and I put rebar here. So you see, that's how it goes all along there. I put some gravel here. And technically, if I put some soil here, this grass will grow on top of it. I just didn't want to. And it's been 2 years, nothing moved, didn't even crack. See, there's not a single crack here. And this is the best edging I found for your patios so far. So the last thing to prevent your polymeric sand washing out, what I've done is I put a little bit of caulking, like outdoor silicone here and here. So the sand, actually here it's washed out a little bit. That's the only place, and it actually, I think, went under. I don't know what happened. But everywhere I put it here and nothing washed out. See here, or you can see right here, right here, or here. It just protects the polymeric sand from being washed out. See here, it actually started washing out a little bit, but hey, 2 years and I've done nothing here, and it's been great. And as well as the slope. So the slope is from the house and towards the driveway. So when the water rains, it goes here and here, and nothing goes towards the house. So these are all the mistakes that I've done myself, or I could think of when DIYers like me or you installing pavers, or even when you hire contractors. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and thanks for watching. Cheers.